Hello, Mr Tumble.
Oh, hello.
You look very nice, Mr Tumble.
Oh, thank you. I know. I'm granting a wish for Tumble Ted. I'm his fairy godmother.
Ooh, what is Tumble Ted wishing for, Mr Tumble?
He's wishing to go to the ball. Woohoo!
The ball, Mr Tumble. How exciting.
I know. Wait. Ta-da! An invitation.
Oh, Tumble Ted, you shall go to the ball. Is Tumble Ted ready to make his second wish, Mr Tumble? Oh, sorry, Fairy Godmother Tumble.
Yes. Yep.
Look, Fairy Godmother Tumble. A party dress for Tumble Ted.
Yes, I know.
Woohoo! He has an invitation and he has a party dress. But how is he going to get there?
Wait. With one of these, a pumpkin.
A pumpkin, Fairy Godmother Tumble?
Yes, a pumpkin.
Is it time for Tumble Ted's third and final wish?
Oh, yes, it's very exciting. Stand back, everyone. Whoa, oh, whoa. Ha-ha! Ta-da!
Wow, Fairy Godmother Tumble. Now Tumble Ted has a magical carriage.
Well, I know.
Is Tumble Ted ready to go to the ball now?
Oh, yes! Come on, Tumble Ted. Let's get you to the ball. Woohoo! That's it. In you go. There we are. And off we go.
Oh no! The carriage is too heavy to push.
Yes, I know.
But Tumble Ted has run out of wishes.
Hang on a minute. One. Oh, yes. I've got a good idea. Wait. Come on, that's it, Spotty.
Hello, Spotty. Are you being a unicorn today, Spotty?
Woohoo!
And are you going to help Tumble Ted get to the ball? Fairy Godmother Tumble, before Tumble Ted goes to the ball,
Yes.
please can you show the sign for pumpkin?
Oh, yes. Your wish is my command. Pumpkin. You sign. Pumpkin. Oh, well done.
Thank you, Fairy Godmother Tumble.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful, magical time. Mr. Tumble's Tumble Tales. The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and they all lived in different houses. One was made of straw. One was made of wood. And one was made of bricks. These 3 little pigs were chefs who dreamed of being the best cooks in town. Kevin made pies. Hen made sandwiches. And their big sister Dixie made cakes. Yum, yum. One day, a naughty, greedy wolf came to town. And he was keen to try the food for himself. So he searched high and low until his nose showed him the way to Kevin's house. Kevin's pies smelt delicious, and the wolf was very hungry. He knocked at the door, but the little pig was singing in the kitchen. La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-da-dee. He knocked again, this time a lot louder. And this time the pig heard him.
Oh, hello, who is it?
It's the big hungry wolf,
Oh no,
said Kevin. The wolf opened the letterbox. Little pig, let me in.
Oh, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin,
said Kevin. The hungry wolf licked his lips and said, then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. And with that, he took a deep breath and blew the house of straw away. Kevin ran all the way to his sister Hen's house, which was made of wood, leaving the wolf sniffing the air, trying to find Little Pig's pie. And when he did, he wolfed it down. In the house made of wood, the two little pigs made delicious sandwiches. Yum, yum! But the greedy wolf was still hungry after his pie. He could now smell the sandwiches. He knocked at the door.
Oh no, the naughty wolf,
said Hen. Little pigs, let me in, said the wolf. Kevin and Hen stopped making their sandwiches and replied,
not by the hair of our chinny chin chins.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. The hungry wolf took a deep breath and with a big puff blew the wooden house down. The two little pigs ran all the way to their big sister Dixie's house, whilst the wolf sniffed around for those tasty sandwiches. And when he found them, yum yum! Oh, he is a naughty and greedy wolf. In the house made of bricks, the three little pigs were putting the icing on a lovely big cake. Yum yum! But that greedy wolf could smell more cakes baking and was on his way to Dixie's house. There was a knock at the door.
Sounds like the naughty wolf is here,
said Dixie. Little pigs, let me in. The little pigs all looked at each other and laughed.
not by the hair of our chinny chin chins.
They giggled. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Go Go on then,
said Dixie, who smiled while stirring her icing mix. The wolf took a huge breath, and with all his might, he blew at the house. He huffed, and he puffed, he puffed, and he huffed. But the house didn't blow in. In fact, it didn't move. The house of bricks was still standing. Right then, said the wolf. I'll come down the chimney. Oh, I want that cake. The wolf climbed up the side of the house. But inside, the little pigs had an idea. They placed the washing bowl from the kitchen in the empty fireplace. The naughty wolf licked his lips. He couldn't wait to get that cake. So he jumped inside and slid down the chimney. Whoa! Splosh! The wolf fell right in to the washing bowl. Whoa! Oh, water went everywhere. What a mess. The wolf was so surprised and didn't know what to do. So he ran straight out of the house, covered head to toe in bubbles, with a big soggy tail. Whoa, there he goes. And he ran far, far away and was never seen in town again. Bye-bye. So the three little pigs, Kevin, Hen and Dixie, kept cooking and opened a cafe. Woohoo! They went on to be the best cooks in town with their delicious pies, sandwiches and cakes. Woohoo! Yum, yum! The end.
Lord Tumble's got a story for us today.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl called Cinderella.
Cinderella? Me, can I play her?
Yes, you can pretend to be Cinderella, Aunt Polly.
Oh, hooray! I'll celebrate with a cake.
Well, beautiful Cinderella wasn't allowed to eat cakes. Now, one day, an invitation arrived for Cinderella to go to a ball.
Ooh!
A ball? That's exciting, Cinderella. What will you wear?
Oh, I have nothing to wear. Oh.
Cinderella was very sad. She didn't have pretty clothes to wear to the ball.
Oh dear. Shall I have a cake now?
No. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrived.
Oh, can I be the fairy godmother?
Have you got a magic wand, Mr Tumble?
No.
Fairy godmothers have magic wands to make magic happen.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
As I was saying, that Cinderella was sad because she had nothing to wear to the ball. Just then, Cinderella's fairy godmother arrived.
Ta-da!
Is that your magic wand, fairy godmother?
Yes, it is.
The fairy godmother transformed Cinderella into a beautiful princess.
Oh, wait.
thanks to Mr Tumble's magic.
Ahem.
Oops, sorry. Thanks to the fairy godmother's magic. Cinderella shall go to the ball.
Now, at the ball, the handsome prince only had eyes for Cinderella. Oh, the handsome prince! That's me!
They danced together.
But at the stroke of midnight...
Oh, it's me! Oh, I must leave!
Cinderella rushed away from the ball, leaving only a special shoe behind. The next day, the handsome prince came looking for the person who fitted the special shoe.
Does the shoe fit you, Lord Tumble?
No.
Does the shoe fit you, Mr Tumble? That only leaves one person, Cinderella.
Yes! That's it. Go on. Push. Give me it, I'll do it. It fits! Hooray!
So, she married the baker. And they all lived happily ever after.
Now can I have a cake?
No! Mr. Tumble's Tumble Tales. Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Jack who lived on a farm with his mother and their cow Daisy. Moo! One day, Jack's mother sadly decided to sell Daisy so she could buy food and asked Jack to take Daisy to the market. Jack was feeling very sad. He would miss Daisy very much. Jack walked towards the market with Daisy when he met an old kindly-looking lady. "Hello, young man," she said. "Are you going to the market?" "I am," said Jack. "We need to find Daisy a new home." "Well, I can offer Daisy a lovely home," said the kindly lady, "with large green fields to live in, and other cows to be friends with, and plenty of grass to eat." "Wow, that sounds wonderful," said Jack. "But all I have to give in payment are these 3 magic beans. Red, green, blue. 3 colourful magic beans." "Well, we need some money for food," said Jack. "Oh, these beans will bring you much riches," said the kindly lady. Jack's eyes lit up, and he took the beans and waved goodbye to Daisy. Back at home, Jack's mother was very cross about the beans and threw them out of the kitchen window. She was hoping to cook a delicious meal for them that night, but instead they ate some old cold porridge. When Jack woke up in the morning, he opened the curtains, but all he saw was green. He ran outside, and below the kitchen window, he saw a huge beanstalk had grown overnight. No wonder all he could see was green. The beanstalk reached the clouds. It was very high. Jack's mother came outside. and couldn't believe what she saw. Oh no! We'll have to dig this up. I can't have a beanstalk in my garden, she said. But the kind lady said it would bring us riches, said Jack. Oh, don't be silly, said Jack's mother. You need to chop it down. Oh, what a morning I'm having. Jack looked up at the beanstalk. He knew he had to cut it down, but he was also curious to see what was up there in the clouds. So Jack began to climb the beanstalk. Up and up and up. Whoa! He looked down and he saw his house. It was very small. Up and up he went, through the clouds. When he poked his head above the fluffy white floor, he was surprised by what he saw. Jack saw a huge castle. He had never seen anything like it. He started walking towards it and opened the gates. Jack went through a door into a large dining hall. The table and chairs were really big. Jack had to climb on the chair to peek at what was on the table. Jack saw a large goose. It looked very sad. It ruffled its feathers and wiggled its tail, and suddenly, pop! It laid an egg, but not just any egg. It was a large golden egg. The riches that the old lady had spoken about. Wow! Suddenly, there was a large thud from above. Jack and the goose looked up. Then there was a terrible booming voice that filled the castle. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Oh no, said Jack. It's a giant. I'd better get out of here before he sees me. The goose honked, scared too by the giant. So Jack picked up the goose and the egg and ran out of the dining room. He ran out of the castle gate and back towards the beanstalk. Behind him, he heard the giant calling, "Where's my goose?" "It's run away again," shouted the giant. Jack arrived back at the beanstalk and began to climb down safely, clutching the goose. Down and down they went until Jack reached the bottom. He settled the goose on the ground and began to chop down the beanstalk. He didn't want the giant climbing down to his house. What would his mother think? He chopped away with all his might, and then, with a final swing, the beanstalk fell down into an empty field. And the cloud above floated away. Bye-bye, giant! The goose was very pleased to be free from the giant. It honked with delight, and then another golden egg was laid. Jack's mother came out of the house to see if Jack had got rid of the beanstalk and was so happy to see the golden egg. This could pay for a lot of food. They were even able to buy a big field so Daisy the cow could come back to live with them. Woohoo! Moo! The kindly old lady was a regular guest at tea time, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Woohoo! Ooh! Hello, it's me, Mr. Tumble. Did you enjoy that? Woohoo! If you want to see more of me and my friends, then go to BBC iPlayer and look out for CBeebies Something Special.